Foreigner on the Q and 98 Gold. Steve and Chrissy with you here, hanging out, doing our thing. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for spending your morning with us here on the Q and 98 Gold. Portion of the show this morning brought to us by our friends over at Galena Insurance. Give Tasha a call today at 219-866-0834 for auto, home, boat, RV, business, and life policies to suit all your needs. They'll be glad to take a look at what you currently have insurance-wise. And you okay over there?
Yeah, just do your thing. Don't pay attention to me.
Pay
no attention.
We can all see you. You're on the video.
Person behind the curtain.
Look at how now you can play all you want.
There you go. Okay, do your thing. Yeah.
Give Tasha a call today at 219-866-0834. Let her take a look at your current insurance, and then if maybe you're covering things that you don't want to cover, maybe you're covering things that you don't even have anymore. So you want to make sure that's not the case. Give them a call at 219-866-0834, and you can see their number there across the bottom.
That is
pretty,
cool.
Pretty stinking cool. And now Chrissy's back. She's done rocking her mic. Literally, oh, look at this thing here.
I was just looking at different angles.
I gotta check out the hood. Under the hood. It's like you said. If your brain isn't busy, it's going to go other places.
Bad news.
I know.
Bad news. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. As I put this before, later on when you're working, I'm going to dance in your window and see if you're able to concentrate on what you're doing. See if that's possible.
That's interesting.
If you're able to do that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you can see us up on Facebook Live as well as on our YouTube channel, and you can say hi and chit chat with us there. Everybody will see your comments. We'll be able to see you no matter where you're commenting, whether it's on our YouTube channel, our Facebook Live on WLQI 98 Gold, or the Touhyville Show. I really like it's way easier now that we don't have to mess with our phones and get things set up and stuff. I really like this. I mean, I don't mean to do radio about radio, but I really like this.
That is really cool.
All right. According to a recent survey, perhaps you might not have your dream job because of your parents. I'm not saying you don't have.
I do blame them.
I was going to say you
For
have your
so
dream
many
job.
Things.
You have your dream job, woman.
Okay,
You
all
don't
right.
even know what your dream job is, unless maybe it would be owning a Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza. Maybe. But
no.
you might even get tired of that.
Yeah, I think I would.
Too much animatronic
I get
fun.
really excited about something, and then I do get tired of it. You're right.
Yeah.
That is a total thing.
Yeah, no, I feel it. More than half of parents feel they would be in their dream job right now if they'd had better career guidance during their teenage years.
Huh.
Study of 2,000 parents of children aged 11 to 18 would go to who go to a non-fee paying school. It's a public school? It's a weird way to put that. I don't know what they mean.
Non-fee paying. Okay, so it's not private. Yeah.
Yeah. Found 69% also think they would have benefited more from regular conversations with their own parents about future job options. So parents of teens are saying they would have had better job options if their parents would have talked to them. Following this?
Yes, I think I see what they're saying. It's like, just having you think about your future a little bit. Like, nobody had that conversation with me. Like, what are you going to do? No, but I have it with my children a lot.
Yeah,
a lot, because it makes them think like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. But the generation before that just had to go out and get a job, and they didn't have the luxury of being like, what do you want to be?
Right.
Some of them did, but it just depends on.
No, you're right. Most of the generation before you and I, it was. I mean, for most of the women, it was get married, have kids.
Yeah,
that was the job. That was what was thought of.
Yeah.
And the dad's role was to go make enough money for mom and the kids to live.
Right.
Go do that. So I guess for me, my creativity was nurtured. So they nurtured my parents nurtured imagination. They they wanted me to get good grades. I didn't, much to their dismay. But I mean that was through most of my childhood, I didn't get into a lot of trouble. But the whole idea of bad grades was an ongoing fight in our house. Really wasn't a fight. I wasn't fighting it. I was aware that I didn't get good grades. It wasn't like I disagreed.
And good grades. I mean, you want your child to be disciplined and stuff, but it's not always an accurate measure of intelligence either.
No, they know that now, but I think they were more worried he's not going to graduate. Like, like it's listen, when you're out on your own, maybe you could be a little more lackadaisical, but maybe finish at least the homework,
Right. Didn't do homework, uses lackadaisical. I mean, come on, No.
Yeah. Jason says, yes, I wanted to be a professional bum, but my dad taught me only gifted people get that kind of job. So, I suppose. I don't understand. So going back to this this article, they say 37% admitted that they fell into their career. Would you say that about yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
just kind of fell into it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had an idea what I wanted to do. I went to school for to get a marketing degree, so I knew I wanted to be like in some kind of creative commercial.
A marketer.
Yes, a marketer.
No, I mean, like
like in advertising somehow.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you're still in that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, really, it's like we love that people listen to the show. It's all kind of a circle. You know? People listen to the show, and because they listen, people advertise, and because they advertise, we're able to do the show. So it's like,
so
it is. I mean, it all involves the marketing. I mean, it's why, I mean, we start all of our segments with, portions of the show are brought to us by. That's a big reason why we're able to play around and do all the things we're able to do. So they say the advice that they wish that they'd been given around their future work life included venturing outside your comfort zone, doing what's right for you, and always asking if you have a problem. So, like, if you have some kind of problem, go and ask about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
As a result, 84% of people are now actively looking to guide their children on this, with 32% believing job satisfaction is more important than money. So liking your job, more important than money. I'm a giant believer in this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to live your lifestyle that way too.
Right.
You can be okay with making less money. I mean, I've done it most of my adult life. You can be okay making less money and doing what you love, but you can't then keep up with the Joneses.
Oh, well,
you can't. But I think that's what a lot of people. I think that's part of the issue now with the next generation. Not to be all get off my lawn.
Yeah.
But no, part of the problem is. This generation, the collective we, not you and I. I mean, told them when I was growing up, we were told you can do or be anything.
Yeah.
But you got to work to get it.
Sure.
I think the second part is what's been left off for this next generation.
Oh, the work part. Yeah.
They think you can be or do whatever you want. No matter what place you end up in, no matter how hard you work at practice, you're going to get a trophy.
Oh, no, I don't think that's the case.
Oh, you don't think that's the case?
No.
With this next generation?
Yeah, the ones I'm raising?
Don't be specific to your children.
Oh, okay.
Don't be specific to your children
like
as a generation.
Okay.
Paint with a broad brush.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
I think, it's, but I do think, and so on and going down the line, in general, our parents made it easier on us than they had it. We made it easier on our children than we had it.
Oh, yeah.
Which led them to believe you don't have to work as hard to get the thing. We made it easier for them.
I'm going to say no still. I don't think that.
All right. I don't want to dig too deep into this, but I know our lives and we've done it. I think sometimes we don't want to see it, but we've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think you've made your children's life way easier than yours was?
Oh, yeah. No, that's the case. But to say that they don't know that you have to work hard, I don't think that's...
Okay, now I'm saying two different things.
Okay.
Yes, I think the generation thinks that they deserve whatever they want. Like, I can be whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And I'm entitled to that.
Yeah.
Whether or not I work hard at it. Don't think about your children. think about kind of their generation in a box.
Yeah.
More of that generation, even majority would be 51%. Even if 51% of that generation thinks they deserve that thing, they should get that thing, then the majority of that generation thinks that.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I still think you're only thinking of your children.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking about my children's friends and like just people are like all of the young people I see in my daily.
And they don't seem entitled?
No.
We got to take a break, and I'm going to see if I can get Chrissy some glasses.
Margarita Day.
Margaritas, anybody?
I would love to go for margaritas.
It's National Margarita Day.
Get drunk on margaritas.
National Margarita Day.
Tequila, triple sec, and lime or lemon juice.
I have to go to work.
Well, we got the cure for that. Margarita.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
Welcome back. Steve Touhy, Chrissy Martin with you here, hanging on a Wednesday morning. You like margaritas?
They're okay. I think we hit the button at the same time.
Oh, did we? I turned you on and you turned you on? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just giving you a chance to get yourself situated over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sorry. We were doing three things at once. Yes, margaritas. No margaritas.
Yeah, margaritas are fine.
Too sugary for you? No.
I usually just tell them to do just lime and tequila.
I think that's just a shot.
Yeah. No, lime juice in the. Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe just a lime.
Yeah, they're very strong. Yeah. When you take out the syrups, it's.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Portion of the show is running brought to us by Family Farm Brewing Company in downtown Rensselaer. I've been told that there's trivia this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It's tomorrow night.
Thursday.
Musical trivia tomorrow?
Yes, musical.
All right. It should be exciting. Should be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that. All right, so we're hanging out here on our YouTube channel, on Facebook Live, on all the places, talking about whether or not it's Chrissy and I have kind of gotten into our own little discussion behind the scenes about child rearing and this next generation, and we were talking about a survey that says parents of teenagers now, so parents that have teenagers, which I guess you fall into that category too, because you're most of your kids are teenagers, right? 3 out of the 4.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
So 11 to 18-year-olds. Those 2,000 parents say that they were not really didn't pursue their dream job because their parents didn't really nurture that. Where you and I are from the same generation. And I feel like that was nurtured by my parents, but not really nurtured by yours.
No.
But you did go to school for a thing, and you're kind of in that category still.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for a while, you diverted and went into the movie business, but still, it's, I love saying that. For those that don't know, Chrissy works at a Blockbuster. So
I was in the movie business.
Right. I didn't say you weren't. I just said you worked at a Blockbuster. I'm part of the movie business. I like it.
Sure.
So, something just occurred to me. Is it possible that you rented out Save the Last Dance?
Oh, for sure.
Was it during that time period?
No. About 3-4 years after it came out. But I saw it in the theater.
So you could have rented it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's funny to me.
That is, no, it is super funny.
Yeah,
when you were like, told me you were in it, I was like, that's one of my favorite movies. I don't recall you being in it.
but now you found me easily, right?
Yeah. Well, I think I looked it up on YouTube when I found out. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's right. I have it saved to my DVR just for that reason. Like if anybody happens to stop by my house, they'll be like, "Hey, I know we're gonna go. I just want to show you this real quick. Look at that. Look at that." Yeah. It was funny. A couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I happened to find Early Edition on YouTube, and was going through the episodes that I was in.
Oh, really?
And, and I was trying to find links to it, because you'd have to watch too much. It was like the whole episode was there.
Oh, okay.
So I was writing down some of the times so I could send you a link and go to this time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can see some of this stuff. But
that's fun. Yeah.
Maybe one of the days we'll do it here on the video, because the one that I found was the first day that I ever worked on Early Edition.
Oh, really?
And it's me and my dad in a pawn shop, like looking at TVs, and we're pretending like we're trying to pick out a television in the pawn shop while the guy is talking. The main character is talking, and you see us behind him.
Oh,
so yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. So Charlene says good morning. Doris says good morning. Good morning to both of you. Thank you so much for stopping by. So we're talking about this survey. The survey was commissioned by Gatsby Foundation as part of the Talking Future campaigns, which aims to help parents talk to their children about education and career options.
All right.
So you said you've talked to your kids about their different career options.
Yeah.
How do those conversations go? Like, where do they lead to? Like,
Oh.
Because I tried to tell my kids they could do or be anything they wanted, but they didn't listen properly.
I don't know that mine will either.
Yeah, it's like because I don't think either one of them is doing what they thought they wanted to do, or what their dream was.
Yeah, just like when we're like, talking about like the ones in high school still, like what classes do you want to take? What are you interested in? This could lead into this, and that could lead into that, and
Yeah, I mean, I know. I know for sure the one is interested in acting and movies and TV and stuff.
Yeah.
And just did her own short film.
She did.
I mean, so that's really cool. So she's going that direction and learning it.
Yes.
Yeah. And that can change a lot.
It can, yeah.
When I was 18, I was sure, positive, no doubt, I'm doing construction. I love it. I liked building things with my hands.
Yeah.
I liked, working with wood and nailing things, and I liked that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. From the time I was 14 on, I worked building decks and doing little side jobs and learning different things. And I really enjoyed that.
I got a wall I'd like you to look at.
I can look at all kinds of things. It's remembering how to do it anymore is a whole different issue, So I really thought that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And then I saw the boss, who was 41, 42, carrying shingles on a ladder all the way up onto a roof, like a 2-story roof.
Oh, okay.
And I went, ooh, that's a lot of work for a long time. He's the boss. He's still doing that.
Yeah.
I think I got to figure something else out.
Right.
Didn't know what. Went through a little bit of a, like I talked about before, guitar, bass guitar, singer, little thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do there. And then I started listening to talk radio. And we used to sit in my parents' basement. Me and my buddies, we'd hang out and we'd listen to Danny Bonaducci on the Loop in Chicago.
Okay.
We'd listen at night and we'd laugh and talk about what they were talking about and call in and
oh my gosh, you're that 70s show in your parents' basement.
Minus the weed, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like we would just hang out there, and my parents had a couch down there, and so very, very that 70s show. Yeah. So
please tell did your mom have the 70s flip, the feathered?
So
did she? Please tell me she did. Did she have that?
It wasn't the 70s, Chrissy. This was the 80s and 90s.
It would have been the 80s.
Probably the 90s.
Ooh, what was hair in the 90s? Did she tease? No?
I don't know.
Just make it look like a big blonde football helmet.
I don't even know. Oh, now I see. Now I get what you're saying. No, I have no idea. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
No, I think she had short hair back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mom, could you Facebook message with Chrissy about all the questions she has for you,
please.
so that I don't, I have no idea what she's asking me. So anyway, I started to think, wow, what a neat idea for a career to talk on the radio.
Yeah.
And you get to be funny, but you can also kind of be a part of people's lives. And we're all kind of this group. Like I always felt like that was the group that my friends hung. And then when I'd meet other people out at station functions or something, we're all part of this group that we all like this show, and then we like these other shows, and Kevin Matthews and Jonathan Brandmeier and all these Chicago people. Yes, we were all part of it. So I was like,
this
the
is
Coke really
commercial.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah. Have a Coke and a smile. Yeah. Why not? So then I started to look into that, and I went to my folks and I said, "This is what I want to do." Now, by that point, I had already gone to a semester of college and dropped out.
Okay, so when they stopped laughing, what did they?
Well, I was kind of a lost soul.
Oh,
they didn't really know where I was headed, what direction I was going. They had hoped I'd probably turn into something, and they were getting a little nervous, I think. So I went to them and I said, I think radio. I think I want to try this radio thing.
Yeah.
And I found this radio school, and they said, okay, well, before we do school, and we pay for this school, why don't you go out and see if you can get hired at a radio station entry level?
Okay.
And before spending money on this, because you don't really follow through on things. So, and you're a really bad student.
Oh.
They didn't say it. We knew. We were all aware.
Until you're interested in something.
This was, I mean, I went through high school, and the only thing I got an A in was driver's ed. So I mean, it's like, I mean, that was it. That was the only A. So I went around to a bunch of radio stations in Chicago, and I'm like, I will volunteer. I'll sweep floors. I'll do whatever. And they all told me, we can't, like, you start with an internship at a radio station, at least in Chicago. I probably could have gotten hired at a smaller station. I didn't even know how any of that worked.
Oh, yeah.
So you can, it starts with an internship, but you need to get school credit for that. We can't just have you come in free and put you on a schedule. There's slave labor laws. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I said, okay. So I went back to my folks. They said, okay. Went and met with the school.
Yeah.
The school had a tryout. Yeah, does your check clear? So that's the tryout. So you go in there and do a commercial. We're going to see if your mom's credit card goes through. And then and magically I was accepted. So so then I went to this school and again found a whole bunch of people that were like me. Some losers.
Yeah.
That mom and dad said go to school or get out. So they found radio, and they're like, this will probably be easy. Some didn't even care at all about radio. And then you had some that were really into all these same shows that I was talking about that were like me and, and really liked it. And so, and that once I did that, then I was able to get the internship and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So point being, I didn't know that was my dream until I got into it.
Yeah.
My dream was to build decks and houses and construction and stuff. So
you're like Adam Carolla. He has a Radio Dream plus the construction dream.
Well, but didn't his dad do that or something? Didn't he?
No.
Like, wasn't it a family thing?
No.
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 Where did he get in the construction thing? He just
went
got
into
it.
He went into construction because he needed a job, and he would listen to. I think he would listen to Jimmy Kimmel on the radio. Like he was like a side part of how he got into radio was he was a boxing coach for one of the guys on the show and kind of just worked his way in that way.
Jimmy Kimmel or Adam Carolla?
Adam Carolla.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. Anna says, good morning, Chrissy and Steve. Good morning, Anna. Thank you so much for hanging out. So going back to this survey, they say nowadays there are so many avenues and options that it can be a minefield for parents as they try to help their child navigate their options. Yes, because there's so many kids that see all these YouTubers and TikTokers and influencers that they think that that's a job. Like, and it can be.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work to get there.
Right,
like you have to do that like it's a full-time job. I mean, the dream, so I just talked about the dream was construction, then it became radio. Then once I was in radio, then it was to be Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Then it was to be the biggest thing ever in the history of ever.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And that dream had to change a little bit over time. Because, as I pointed out earlier, you and I, on a good stage, we're not on a giant stage. Our stage is fine.
It's fine.
I like my
It's great.
stage.
I like
when,
it fine.
When the
It's
curtain
good.
opens, I like that there's people there. It's fun. It's nice. I like that. I appreciate it. But but not necessarily the Howard Stern stage. There's some different stages, and the stage we're at is good. I like the stage. We're good with the stage.
is not dead. Disco is life.
Well, that's great. Either I have a monster in my kitchen or I'm completely crazy.
Could be both, Chrissy. Doesn't have to be talking is words and things. See, the dream was to become bigger, but then I had to learn how to talk.
Right.
It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive was what I was trying to say. You might have a monster in your kitchen and be totally crazy. Yes.
Yeah, there is no Dana, only Zool.
Right, there you go. Portion of the show is running brought to us by Another Season in DeMott. Visit them online at anotherseasonfloral.com. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Follow on Instagram. Gift for whatever reason. Head to Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. All kinds of cool stuff there. It is a store that has to be seen to believed. It's a really cool place. So check that out. That's anotherseasonfloral.com. Another Season on Facebook. All right. How's this for funny? A woman named Simona got laid off by TikTok the day after she returned to turn in her company things and posted it on TikTok.
Oh.
I always used to think about what if someone ever got fired from the unemployment office? Would they just like leave their desk and then get in line? It's
an excellent question.
While I'm here, I just might as well just fill out the paperwork.
Come with me to steal company assets from TikTok because I was laid off. I didn't get let in at first, but then my ID worked.
Wait a minute, time out. Did she just say come with me to steal stuff?
Yeah, it sounded like that's what she said.
Okay, dum-dum, you know you're on video, right? That was really dumb. I thought it was to return her stuff.
Come with me to steal company assets from TikTok because I was laid off. I didn't get let in at first, but then my ID worked. We have these not a we anymore. Never get to thinking you're irreplaceable in the corporate world. This is where they keep the company assets. This is super private information, so please don't share with anyone. But yeah, I worked here, so, I was taking what was rightfully mine. I did end up giving most of it away to a person on the subway, but whatever. Here's my laptop and ID. Had to return those to IT. Oh, I'm keeping the TikTok lanyard, you guys. I deserve it. I worked here for 2.5 years. It's the least they could give me. And then I headed on my way. This turnstile always makes me feel like suddenly I see this is what I want to be. So yeah, excited for the next adventure. Bye.
Good. Now tell me that generation's not entitled.
I don't know. How old was she?
In her 20s, I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Can you guys hear my eyes rolling through the... I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Chrissy,
yeah.
I know that you're nice and sweet and all that stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm headed into my job that laid me off to put on the internet private assets of the company.
Oh.
Because they laid me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stupid corporate world just laid me off. They didn't even care about me.
I have questions.
You worked at a giant company. Yes. I want to know, why did you get laid off?
Yeah, that's money? What I want to know.
Was it just money? Did you do something wrong? Was it because you tried to steal corporate assets? Was it because you said something on TikTok that you shouldn't have about the company you work for?
Right. Do they have to sign disclosures saying they won't make TikToks?
Just saying. Or at least not TikToks while you're at work at TikTok?
Yeah. I'm curious. I have so many questions.
See? We
can't make a snap judgment about this because I
can. That's the fun of
I'm
going
to go find the video and look at the comments, see if I can find out some more information.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Listen, we're here doing this little radio show.
Okay.
That's what our job is.
You're right.
Make snap judgments and
entitled.
Poke fun of people.
Shame
we're just supposed to just poke fun of people. We just make fun of people. That's so a couple of weeks back, maybe about a little over a week back. How long have you had it? For about a week back. About a week back. Some of these are just for me.
Okay.
The military was just shooting down balloons every which way. You saw a balloon, shoot it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids' birthday parties were ruined everywhere.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of the balloons that the military shot down may have belonged to the Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade.
Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade. Right.
I just like that that's a group.
The nib go. Northern Illinois Bottle nib go.
There's
Northern Illinois.
There's no G. It's just
brigade. Brigade.
NIBBB.
Why did I think that started with a G?
I don't know. The Nimbig. I'm like, what is she doing over there? She's like, the Nimbig. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let her have it for a little while, but I gotta jump in.
Why did I think brigade was the head? Oh, that's weird.
I don't know.
So it's just nib.
Yes, just nib.
Nib. All right.
Yeah. Nib. President Biden talked last week about the 3 balloons the military shot down over the weekend in Alaska, Canada, and Michigan. He said there's no evidence that they were Chinese spy balloons, like the one that they had shot down previously.
Right. I did not realize that they meant like hot air balloons. Right? Isn't that maybe what they?
Yeah. What did you do?
Yeah, I thought balloons. Like.
And people are shooting at people, going.
Yeah, like a drone kind of situation, like a balloon like that,
Sure. This confusion brought to us by the spa in Rensselaer. Take your puppies over to the spa and get them cleaned up, cut, and looking great. I'm taking Ace over there on Friday. He's so excited. He doesn't know, but he's excited.
Oh, I think I have an appointment Friday too.
I think we've gotten on the same cycle.
Oh yeah, what time are you going? You take mine too.
Right after the show, I always go at 10:30.
Right,
Yep. The spa. Make your appointment today. 219-866-3407. Of course, like them on Facebook, and then you'll be able to see pictures of our puppies later on Friday.
Yeah.
So back to the blue balloon brigade. Yes, big balloons. It's big giant balloons, not the balloons, not the blow-up balloons, not the helium balloons.
Yeah, I definitely pictured like a helium balloon, but like on a motor. like a drone kind of thing.
I'm gonna take a minute here.
Yeah. Like that's not a thing, like a remote controlled balloon. I don't know, that's what my brain conjured up.
So you pictured a helium balloon.
Yeah.
Like Mylar? Like
self-propelled.
Fancy?
Yeah.
Okay. With perhaps a little basket with a propeller and a motor?
Yeah.
And it would blow it out into the world.
Yes.
With a camera on it.
Yes.
To look at things.
Yes.
That's your spy balloon.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what I thought. Yeah.
The one we shot down.
Yeah.
Big giant.
Yeah.
Big giant balloon.
Right.
Okay.
A big hot air, like the one
probably
the wizard took Dorothy home in.
Probably.
Like that.
Yes. It's probably. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. President Biden said there was no evidence that the balloons they shot down were like the spy balloon they'd shot down previously. He said these 3 objects were most likely balloons tied to private companies, recreation, or research institutions studying weather. Then why did we shoot them? Why did we shoot them down?
Yeah.
What are we now just shooting random balloons anywhere? Like, don't go to Albuquerque for the hot air balloon festival because people are going to get shot down left and right.
Are no balloons safe?
Right. Now it looks like we might know where at least one of these balloons came from. The Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade.
Oh, man.
It's a club for balloon hobbyists.
They sold so many cookies to get that balloon.
This is not what they do. What in the world are you
Maybe
talking
they
about?
sell chocolates. You don't know. If they're a group, they probably had some kind of fundraiser to get this balloon, and now it's trash.
So
now what?
They were selling world's finest chocolate so that they could have a balloon that got shot down by the government. Yep.
Sure. I hope they had insurance on it, is all I'm saying.
Sure.
I hope they did.
I hope so. Apparently, it's a club for balloon hobbyists. The name is in reference to a scene in the movie Up, which I've never seen.
You've never seen Up?
You didn't know what they were talking about.
Oh my gosh!
Don't judge me. You didn't know what they were talking about.
No. But if you want to get a really good cry, watch Up. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. They say where the old man gives the kid a merit badge that's really a bottle cap, so that's why they're called the Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade.
My gosh, that movie is so sad. Just the beginning, and then it kind of spoilers. But
whew, I know
I will cry so much in the beginning. Sorry.
Yeah. Bruce Willis dead the whole time.
Spoilers.
The group launches small balloons with trackers on them so they can just track them as they float around the world. Well, this does sound like your thing.
Yeah.
But without a motor.
Oh, motor.
They just let the balloon go, put a tracker on it.
Oh.
Did you ever do that when you were a kid? You tie a note to a balloon and you just let it go, and then with your address on it, and it says, "Hey, if you find this, can you send me back a letter and say hello and tell me where it came from?"
No.
Oh, this was a school project we did.
Fun.
Yeah.
Did you get a letter back?
I don't think I did. No.
Oh.
Yeah, mine probably ended up in electric wire somewhere. My balloon, not the person that
along
got
with
it.
along with my shoes.
Yes. Why were your shoes up on the electric wire?
I don't know. You don't see shoes on electric wire sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you know what that means?
No.
I mean, in some areas, it means that it's a symbol for this is a drug house.
It is?
Yeah.
I never knew why they were up there. I just figured it was like the random shoe thing. You know how you just, when we see random shoes?
No, you and I are the only ones that see that.
Yeah.
No one else sees random shoes on the road, but we're the ones.
Yeah, Hannah
and yes,
does.
yes, we know that there's a place in St. John that we have to
Yeah,
go
we
to.
got to go there.
Yeah, Shoe Curve or whatever it's called.
Shoe Corner?
Shoe Corner, yeah. I think that's where you buy shoes. Shoe Corner, Shoe Carnival.
Shoe Corner.
One of them. Pay less. Jason says, good morning, Stephen Chrissy. Good morning, Jason. Thank you for hanging out. So this Balloon Brigade, they launch their balloons with little trackers on them. They usually cost between $12 and $180. The $12 versions are basic Mylar balloons.
Okay.
Kind of like you buy at a party store. Dozens are up there at any given time, and they sometimes circle the Earth several times before they come down.
Oh.
It's a lot of helium. They weigh less than 6 pounds, so they're allowed by the FAA. The Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade says they lost contact with one of their balloons on February 10th near Alaska. That's when the military used a Sidewinder missile to shoot something down in the same area.
Oh.
Okay. Can I just say, political, non-political, whatever, if we're using a Sidewinder missile to knock down a Miss Piggy balloon, we're not using our resources correctly,
just
okay?
See somebody in a tower with some binoculars. Does that say, I love you lots? What is that? Get it, shoot it down! No!
I mean,
Happy birthday.
Is that a Spider-Man? The Balloon Brigade's balloon was floating at around 39,000 feet, which is also about right, so the circumstantial evidence adds up. The government has not yet confirmed it. By the way, another one of these hobby balloons is set to enter U.S. airspace. It did last week, so stay tuned. They say it could pass over Mexico. So we'll see what happens with the crazy shooting down of the balloon things. But hopefully the Balloon Brigade will at least, at minimum, get a gift card to Party City.